Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your girl Tay. I wanted to come on really quickly and tell you all about my journey in Primerica. Dun, dun, dun. So, for those of you who do not know me or have not been to my channel, I try out a lot of different things, and so this feature is about my experience with Primerica thus far. Okay, so my goal is to keep this video as short as possible. I do have a lot to say, but just in the interest of time, I know that people have like a really short attention span, so I'm gonna try to get straight to the point with my top 3 takeaways that I have so far. So takeaway number 1 is what's takeaway number 1? Takeaway number 1 is it a scam? Takeaway number 2, do you have to pay money up front to start? Takeaway number 3, the recruiting and the referral process. Okay, so for is it a scam? So disclaimer, I'm going to be very honest and just tell you that I am very neutral when it comes to my experience thus far. Yes, I have already joined the company. However, I'm very new at it, so I'm kind of just in the middle. I'm not looking to say things to promote Primerica, but at the same time, I'm not looking to say things to bash the company either. I'm just in the middle. I'm just telling you my experience thus far. You take it how you want to take it, and don't use like what I say as your decision maker on whether you want to join the company or not. So with that being said, is it a scam? No, I do not think it's a scam. Number 2, do you have to pay money to be in the company? For me, yes, I did. I actually was required to pay $124 before I started, and I'll break those figures down. That figure down. There was a $99 administrative fee, which included the background check, the course for the state licensing class, and the book for the state licensing class, and the background check. And then there was a $25 fee to access the website. The website is Primerica Online. It's an awesome website that has a lot of information. It has both training information as well as business management tools that is required in order to maintain your business. So again, $124. The $25 website fee is a monthly fee, but that was it. I paid $124. And point number 3 is about the recruiting and the referrals. Yes, the way that the company is designed, the system is designed, it is a multi-level marketing system. And so that's where I think the scam concept, rumor, perspective comes into play. Primerica wants their agents to recruit new people to be under them or on their team, and then they also want you to generate clients by getting referrals. So for starters, I had to complete a IBA, which is an independent business application. This was just a basic application that was getting all my information. It's kind of like if you were filling out an application for another job. So after completing my IBA and signing up with the company, I immediately signed up to take my courses, my life license exam. This exam is very important to take, because it's like if you don't do it, then you limit yourself from earning money. You have to have a life license in order to sell the product. So I decided to sign up for the class immediately after I signed up with the company, and I took the classes in order to sit for the exam. Actually set for the exam the Thursday after I took it. So you have to do a 20-hour course, and I took my classes a Friday evening, all day Saturday, all day Sunday, and then I was able to also study in my spare time. I just kind of really hit the books hard because I wanted to keep everything fresh in my mind. So I took the exam that Thursday after I completed the course. And fortunately, I passed it. So I got myself into a position where I was able to start making money like right away. So after the exam, or it's kind of like not even after, like during, it's like a lot of the work or the process of Primerica overlaps. It's like you're not just focusing on one thing. It's kind of like multitasking, because yes, you want to, study for your exam, but while you're studying for your exam, you also want to learn the industry, especially if you're new at it, and I'm new at it, and then you have to kind of like learn the business and how they operate, and then also start to think ahead for recruiting and finding clients. So it's a lot of layers to it. So I went on my first kitchen table appointment just to get some training, field training, and then I actually got my first recruit and my first life sale within the same week. So I had a target date. I want to share a little bit about like my reaction to the first opportunity meeting that I went to. So the opportunity meeting for me, it was a little overwhelming. It was a lot to take in. I just didn't know what to expect. I was a little caught off guard by it, but yeah, I mean, that's all I can say. I was caught off guard. It's a lot of music. Everybody was dressed up. I was asked to come dressed up. I wasn't dressed like this, obviously. Disclaimer, I'm dressed like this because this is me naturally. So there's a lot of people who are going to have something to say about my attire, but I'm not here for a fashion show. I'm here to give you my opinion and to give my feedback for anybody who may be considering Primerica. So I feel like my attire really has nothing to do with it. I know how to be professional. Anyway, the op meeting, a lot of music, a lot of high-fiving, a lot of high energy. That I didn't like so much because I felt that it wasn't really necessary. I mean, I feel like if you're a reputable company and you have good products, you don't have to woo people by talking about, making this amount of money, making that amount of money, the houses, the cars. On the flip side, I mean, I get it, I guess, with the people who are making the big dollars. Maybe they would have never been in a position to make this amount of money. So they're really excited and they're happy about it. And they're happy about, being in this company where they can make lots of money. So maybe I would be happy too if I was making $500,000 or whatever the amount of money is. So, I mean, I took it for what it was. Again, I did not like it. It was just overwhelming. It was a lot to take in. The Primerica online website, it has a section called All About the Base Shop, and that's basically like where they go around. It's like a reality TV show or something, but it's like a recording where they go and they visit like all the different base shops or offices that are like doing really well in the company, and they just film them doing a typical day or what their typical week is like. So I like it because not all of the base shops or offices are structured the same way. And not all of them do the same sort of activities, or they don't have like the same set of meetings or whatever like that. So I just like the versatility in it because, when I compare it to the office that I'm affiliated with, I see differences. Not saying that one way is better than the other, but there is variety in how they conduct their offices. Another thing that I didn't really like, or I don't really like, a lot of people have complained about this as well, is the referrals and the recruits. I understand why they have it structured the way that they have it structured, especially if they don't do any advertising. But again, I think that that kind of puts a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths, and I get it. I wasn't thrilled about calling people from my contact list. In fact, I didn't. I didn't sit there when I signed up. I wasn't made or forced to call people or give them a list. Fortunately, the office that I'm out of, they're pretty laid back. So I didn't have to give up anything. To this day, I haven't given up anything. The kitchen table appointments that I've gone on, I've selected them just from me feeling that they would be good people to talk to. I've only talked to maybe 3 people, 3 different couples at this point. And I'm okay with that. But again, you don't have to be forcing something. Yes, they have a system that's in place, but you're an adult. You have the right to make your own decisions about how you want to proceed with your part-time position. You remember in the beginning I said you signed a form called an IBA, an independent business application. You're a contractor. You within reason you do what you want. But the system is going to say, Primerica is going to say that that's why I've only made one sale, because I'm not recruiting or getting referrals like I should. And I get it. It makes sense. I don't like that I have to, call my people, and I'm not comfortable enough yet to call my people, but I get it. It makes sense. The system makes sense if this is how it was designed. So, it is what it is. So as of being in 2 months, as of yesterday, September 17th, I'm cool with it. I'm going to stick it out for a little, I'm going to stick it out and see what happens. My weekly schedule for Primerica, I'll start with Sunday. Sunday, we have a conference call on Sunday. We have a team conference call. This is Sunday evening, like Sunday night. We have a team conference call. All this stuff is optional. You call into a conference call number. And then the team, again, everybody's just trying to motivate you to kind of, get your goals set for the upcoming week. And then my office or my team or my upline's team, we have the pleasure of being able to be on a conference call after our normal team meeting with one of the top earners. I'm not going to say his name, but he's like coaching us directly on how to do better. So I appreciate that. Again, it's one of those situations where, if you have somebody who has been successful or they're doing well in the company, why not? What is it hurting? What is it harming, us to listen? And even if I'm having a hard time applying stuff to Primerica, a lot of stuff is just good to apply to like everyday life, because we all could use a boost. We all could use a kick in the butt and some motivation to get things done. So that's why I like it. I mean, some people are just so like focused on Primerica, like, the company this, the company that, whatever they want to say. But there's certain takeaways, regardless of what you say, what you think about it. There's some really good qualities within Primerica that are great takeaways to apply to yourself, your life, whatever. So my advice to anybody would be not to be so closed-minded and don't, miss an opportunity to learn something, because don't let that block your ability to take away something, a lesson from that. So anyway, so that's Sunday night. Monday, I don't have to do anything. Tuesday, I don't have to do anything. Wednesday, I don't have to do anything. Thursday, there is an optional team meeting on Thursday. And at this team meeting, it's also like an opportunity night, op night. So that's when if you or if I have recruited somebody, they would come Thursday to sit in on this opportunity meeting. They would do that opportunity meeting while those of us who are already in the company are doing like a money and business training. That's Thursday. Friday, I don't have to do anything. Saturday, again, Saturday morning, we have a training. It's optional. And that training is basically kind of like the Thursday. You're just learning more skills. You're learning, you're getting an opportunity to be around your team, and you're learning whatever it is that's on their agenda to learn. And then there's the weekend. So as you can see, a lot of that time is just really based on you, planning and deciding on what your schedule is gonna look like for the week. So if I don't do anything, or I don't put any work in to schedule any appointments, or I'm not doing anything to recruit, then nothing gets done, which means there's no business, there's no money, there's nothing. If I sit here in this chair until tomorrow and I do nothing, guess what? Nothing's going to get done, because I just sat here and did nothing. I guess I would say like it's really important to get a good trainer, because if you get somebody who is your upline, the person who recruited you, and they are only in it for self, like they are only in it for like whatever the incentive may be for that month, or just to get a paycheck, that's not going to be a good experience for you. You want to get somebody who is a good trainer and who really wants you to understand the company and how the products work, and really be patient with the process. Like you're not going in trying to sell a product to your family, friends, or loved ones like the first time you see them. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just good to have a trainer who's going to train you and not just lead you astray. And I think that, in my opinion, I think that probably happens a lot. I think that people get their recruits and then they leave them hanging because they got them and they don't develop them correctly. So for me, coming from the background that I am in, I kind of get the training piece. You can't just leave people hanging. And I can see how that happens and how people quit because of that. Everybody's experience is going to be different. All the offices are different. Your recruit and your trainer, they're going to be different. So, hopefully if you're going to do this, you find yourself in a situation where you have really supportive people who are not forcing you to do things that you don't want to do or that you feel uncomfortable with. And that, you have a voice and you can make this opportunity your own. And if you don't do it, then you just don't do it. And that's it. I'm not doing this video for any other reason than, like I said, to just give some insight. I'm not looking for leads. I'm not looking for sales. I'm not looking for anything at this point, because what I'm doing is I'm learning the company, and I'm learning the products. Like, so I'm just taking classes. I'm online, like studying the training material that they have online, and I'm reading the books that I have, and I'm rereading the course book that I have. Even though I've already passed the exam, I still want to make sure that I understand, like I fully understand the business, because I don't take this lightly. We're dealing with people, and we're dealing with families, and we're dealing with, their future and their finances, and that's just something that I don't play around with, because I wouldn't want somebody to play around with me like that. So that's it. That's all I have for you. If anybody has any questions pertaining to it, let me know. I don't think that I'm going to allow comments, because people are real reckless in what they want to say, and I don't want to allow that type of behavior on my site if I can control that. So hope you all understand that. It's your girl Tay. I'm out.